Hi everyone, my name is Mixby, and today I'm going to talk about preparing for a manifestation determination meeting as a special education teacher. So MDRs, or manifestation determination reviews, are critical because they determine whether a student's behavior is connected to their disability or failure to implement their IEP. So these meetings happen when a student with disabilities has been suspended or yeah, so I'll get into that in a little bit. So to answer a little bit more on MDRs, they are critical because they determine whether a student's behavior is connected to their disability or a failure to implement their IEP. So question number one, how prepared am I to understand the connection between disabilities and behavior? So I actually have disabilities myself. So I have ADHD and autism, and I also have PTSD. So I feel like my personal life experience can help me quite a bit in these situations. I have also been to counseling for over a decade and have done a lot of work myself to help um, improve my mental health over the years. So I would say that I'm pretty confident in my abilities to um, understand disabilities and behavior. I was also a student who was sent to the principal's office every day in kindergarten. Um, yeah, so I'm very grateful that I had teachers that were very kind and understanding and tried to help me understand the world that was confusing to me. So as Kunsen and Bethune said in 2018 in their article, their research showed that students with disabilities are suspended more than twice as often as their general education peers. This highlights how important it is to understand behavior as communication. Behavior is not just misconduct, it often reflects unmet needs, um, a place where students need help improving their skills. It can also point to environmental stressors. As Matrix parents noted, behavior is a signal that a student needs more support. And punishment can often make things worse. So we want to first look at a student's misbehavior as what are their unmet needs, and not immediately go to consequences. So my role as a special education teacher is to look beyond the behaviors and say, what are the needs underneath, or what are the unmet needs underneath these behaviors? Question number two is, how will I use the guidance from these resources in a manifestation determination review meeting if I ever get one? Hopefully I don't, but we will see. So first, I will ensure that the team has been put together properly. That is one of the best things that we can do. We need administrators, we need parent or guardian or family of the student. We need both general education and special education teachers, and also specialists like school psychologists, um, or we could also use a behavioral analyst in one of these meetings. We should establish norms or agreements for behavior in the meeting. So we want to focus on the student's best interest. We are all here for the student. We're going to use language that everybody can understand. So we're going to stay away from like academic jargon and make sure that everyone present understands the words that we're using. If we need a translator, definitely having a translator there. And we want to encourage open communication and respectful communication, and we want to ensure that everyone feels that their voices are being heard in these meetings. I will also center two key questions. Is the behavior of the student caused by or directly related to their disability or disabilities? And what behavior, and was the behavior a result of a failure to implement the IEP? And a couple more things I would do. I would definitely review the student's IEP and their goals and their accommodations and their behavior plans carefully. I would make sure I review their data and any patterns of behavior that I have notes on, um, to see that it is not just one incident, but a pattern of, we're looking for patterns of behavior to try and figure out what's really going on here and to try and prevent these things from happening again. So we want to consider environmental factors like academic difficulty, overstimulation in the classroom, conflict with peers, anything else that could cause the child to behaving in this way. Um, so again, the meeting is trying to determine if the behavior is a manifestation, um, and if it is, the focus would shift to revisiting supports. So like if we determine that the student's behavior is a manifestation of their disability, then we would want to look back at the IEP and see how we can improve it to better support the student. We may conduct or update um, their services and accommodations, because we want, and we may also strengthen the behavior intervention plan of the student. Last question, number 3, what additional training or knowledge do I need? I would like more training in functional behavior assessments and in writing effective behavior intervention plans. I feel like trainings about being trauma informed are always at the forefront of these things, and also de-escalation strategies as well. I would also like some experience participating in an MDR or manifestation determination meeting. I have not been in one yet. I would like more experience collaborating with interdisciplinary IEP teams and understanding and staying up to date on legal protections. So in conclusion, manifestation determination review meetings require both legal knowledge and empathy and understanding. My goal is to ensure that decisions are not punitive, but instead support student growth, access, and equity. And ultimately, behavior should always be viewed as an important opportunity to better support the student and not exclude them from their access to education. Thanks for listening.